Jonathan, what's going on, man? 1247 the Great One. Fellas, check this out, man. I know all you guys have seen about the brother in Dallas, the restaurant owner correcting the so-called black woman about his establishment, things of that nature, man. Listen, I'm just gonna get my two piece and just keep it moving. Listen, fellas, what I took from that brother was that brother had a standard. And this is what needs to happen with us from moving forward. We need to have a standard because like it's a lot of things um, are going to change. A lot of things are going to change for the good. And a lot of things will change for the bad. And the thing is, what that brother did was it's like a signal. He sent the signal out to the rest of us saying, listen, brothers, you need to have a standard. We need to start once again. Number one, we need to start building again. And two, we need to establish a standard. Right? So no more of this get along to play along. We're not getting along to play along no more. We're establishing a standard that people have to hear and abide by. Like I said, fellas, people are going to respect you more once you start. Like I said, number one, when you start building, you have some type of land, you have some type of something that has your name on it, and that's you have established. That's when you're gonna get more respect from people. You know what I'm saying? Well, number one, when you start building, and number two, when you establish a standard. You know what I'm saying? You establish a standard for your business. You establish a standard for your own communities. If your brothers out here building your own communities, once again, people are going to respect that. People are going to respect that. Once again, I commend the brother for establishing a standard. He established a standard not only for himself, but for his business. And his brother, the thing is, he a good brother. Because he could have came to those women and it would have been, could have been real belligerent. Oh, you dusty hoes and blah, 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 once again. But he established a standard for himself first. Then he took the standard that he established for himself and placed it in his place of business. Something that he built with his, something that he built or that he's building or, whatever that he's established. So number one, fellas, you got to establish, like I said, you have to establish a standard for your own life. Because what he was saying to these women is what the thing is, what he's seen in these women. You know what I'm saying? The brother came out, was like, listen, sisters, we're not doing that tonight. We're not doing this. This is, I understand we're playing music, but once again, this is not the time or the place to be doing what you are doing. You know what I'm saying? Then the brother, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how many times you got to come out and tell people to stop doing what they're doing? That brother shouldn't have to come out 2-3 times and tell women to stop. Like, that's just silly. You're not children. You're grown women. Somebody should have to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Somebody shouldn't have to even tell you to stop. Somebody shouldn't have to tell you, listen, I mean, you twerking? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, twerking has become the standard in the so-called American black community? Twerking? But once again, y'all educated and this, that, and the third. But once again, twerking is the standard in the so-called American black community, because that's what it seems like it is to me. Now, sisters, come on, man. We got to do better. If we're going to establish, if you're talking about kings and queens and gods and goddesses and all that nonsense, we can't be doing the peasant stuff. We can't be acting as peasants, but you don't call yourself a queen because you got your bachelor's degree from whatever school. It doesn't matter. If you don't call yourself a god or a goddess or a king or a queen or whatever you want to call yourself, some type of dignitary title without anything established, that's just silly. But hey, cool. You want the title? Cool. You gotta act accordingly. We got to act accordingly. We can't call ourselves kings and queens and gods and goddesses, and we still acting like pets. And we got peasantry behavior. Twerking is a peasantry behavior. I don't care. I don't hear nothing about no culture and this is what they do in Africa. I don't care nothing about none of that. We here in America. We just, come on, man. We just in public just twerking. Like, what are we doing? Have no respect for the brother and the sacrifices that he's made to establish this business. And for this man to sit there and to basically plead with you to stop. So he pleaded with you to stop. That didn't work. So now he had to get niggified on you. Then all of a sudden, oh, he shouldn't have said that. Come on, man. Like, nah, man, we're not playing these games no more. Like, brother's going to have a standard from moving from here on out. Listen, I'm going to let you guys know right now. Ladies, too. Brother's going to have a standard. Brother's going to have a standard. And this is a lot of you women and the so-called black community, this is what y'all been dreading. This is what y'all been dreading. Like, yo, these prodigal sons wake up and they notice they've been sitting in filth for a long time, and these brothers establish a standard. Son, it's over. You know what I'm saying? You just can't, I just can't have a big butt no more and my titties hang. Nah, that don't work no more. That's done. That's done. Like I said, brothers are establishing a standard. And that's what you fellas need to take from what the brother did. The owner, like I said, the restaurant owner in Dallas. You fellas have to first establish a standard for your life. Because once you establish a standard for your life, then you'll take that standard that you establish first and you'll place it in the place of whatever you build, or you at work or in your community. You will take that standard that you place for yourself and you attach it to the things that you are attached to. And that's why I commend that brother, because he established a standard for himself first. Then he put that standard in himself and placed it in his business, because this is not what we're going to do. Because I'll tell you this right now, I guarantee you, if I sat down with him and had an interview with him, he's fed up with the mediocre standard in the so-called black community. He's fed up with it. Like a lot of us are. We're fed up with the so-called mediocrity in the black community. We're fed up with the twerking. We're fed up with the shooting and the slurping and jerking and all that this nonsense we've been doing. Like I said, brothers are going, like I said, the millennial man is not necessarily an age or you were born in this, whatever. Nah, it's just a reset of the man. It's the reset of a mindset. The millennial man is just a reset man. That's all it is. It's not, are you born in 1978 to this? Nah. You know what I'm saying? It's just a reset. Because, you know what I'm saying, the brother was probably in his mid-40s, probably 45, 44, or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? He had a reset. And he's tired of what's been going on. So once again, he established something for himself. He established something for his people. So he's trying to, basically the brother was trying to do is bring his people back to where we used to be, where we were at the pinnacle in the United States back 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When brothers, tucked in their pants, tucked in the shirt in their pants, wore slacks. You know what I'm saying? Brothers were walking around with briefcases, and brothers were walking around with suits. Sisters was walking around, you know what I'm saying? Sisters was dressed nicely. You know what I'm saying? That was the standard back 50 years ago. And that's what I believe, that's the changing of the guard. I think that's what we're coming back to. We're coming back to when brothers were at the forefront. Wasn't afraid to correct somebody. Wasn't afraid to correct the female when she's sitting there acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what women need. You know what I'm saying? All this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm independent, this, and the third. Independent doesn't mean you act stupid. You're not a child. There is correction. If you're in my place of business, I have every right to correct you. If I told you to do something and you don't do it, I have every right to correct you on the spot. That's my right, because this is what I built. That's what he said. I built this for y'all. 75% of y'all come, 75% of so-called black women come to my business. But what we not going to do is take the degenerate behavior that the world sees, that the world thinks of the so-called American black woman, and bring that to my establishment. We're not doing that. That brother's not wrong. He dead right. And like I said, fellas, that should wake you up. That should open your eyes and be like, yo, I need to be like this brother. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, man, the world is changing, fellas. The world is changing. Like, all types of things are about to be forced on you, man. You got to have a standard. You got to stand for something, fellas. Stop sticking your nose in Big Booty Keisha's behind. Because Big Booty Keisha ain't trying to bang with you no ways, fellas. Let's be honest. The standard for the so-called American black man is not Big Booty Keisha. Big Booty. I'm not building to get Big Booty Keisha draws no more. I don't care about Lisa's big titties no more. I don't care if Sandro got a nasty head game. Fellas, them days is over. We have to have a serious standard for ourselves. And this is what the brothers have to do moving from here on forward. We have to establish a standard for ourselves. That brother should have opened your eyes and be like, listen, this brother has a standard. Once again, how are you getting criticized for establishing yourself and having a standard for yourself? Sisters, I see more in you than you see in yourself. But the thing is, you think so low of yourself, and you think because you got some college degree that, it's excusable. It's not excusable. Once again, that man was teaching a life lesson. He wasn't teaching a lesson just for his establishment. He was basically teaching grown women a life lesson. Sisters, we were, we was on top 50-something years. We was on top. We have a history of greatness. Even though we've been through hell and back, there was a period of time even though we was going through what we was going through, once again, we still held ourselves with dignity and with class. That's all the brother was saying before he got into the nigga stuff. Once again, sisters, you ladies held yourself with dignity and class. There was a time where you were revered above all women. There was a time. Even though you was going through, back in the 60s, you was going through hell and high water, but once again, you sisters held yourself with dignity and class. And we're trying to get back to that dignity and class, but you can't be doing the degenerate stuff because I can do it, and nobody can tell me what to do like you some big-ass child. Like what we doing? Like you a big child, and you can't correct me, and I can do whatever I want to do. Cool, sister, you can do it. Cool, you can do whatever you want to do, but just not in my place of business. How about that? You can do whatever it is you want to do, but just not in my place of business. What's the 11 color? Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that. You don't come in my establishment twerking. What's wrong with you? Then I gotta come to you 3 times. Then that last time, then I curse at you. Oh, you're wrong. Nah, sister, how am I wrong? Because now I gotta get niggified with you. That's what men don't want to do. Men don't want to get niggified with women. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to come at you like a nigga? I gotta come at you like you a grown ass, like you a man now. Because I try to come at you, I try to do my part as a man and try to teach you first and try to explain why you shouldn't do it, because, you know what I'm saying, even though you a grown woman, I shouldn't have to do it, but fine. I'll go the extra mile and out like this. I'm not gonna come at you nigga style, because that's what probably majority of you women used to anyways. Niggas coming at you nigga style. You know what I'm saying? And getting slapped upside your head and all this other nonsense. I don't care if you get mad or not, because like I said, that's a lot of you women respond great to to niggatry. Let's be honest, a lot of women in the so-called black community respond well to niggatry. So when Ray Ray acting like a straight nigga, you respect him. Oh yeah, okay, Ray Ray, I got you. Okay, okay, you play too much, Ray Ray. You play too much, Ray Ray. You ain't had to curse me out like that in front of all these people like that, Ray Ray. But brothers ain't trying to act niggified to women. I shouldn't have to act niggified to a grown woman. If I told you to do something, sister, please do it. Ain't nobody trying to treat you like no child, but you gonna come in here acting like one, then I gotta get at you. Point period blank. You shouldn't have anything to say. Because this is your business. You tell me, hey brother, you can't be out here grabbing on these women's butt all day, bro. Hey sir, you can't be grabbing women's titties like that, sir. You can't be, once again, these are women. They don't want to be fondled. They don't want to be dry humped, sir. You shouldn't do that. I shouldn't have, like, you know what, sister, you right. This is your establishment. I apologize. I'm just going to eat my food. I'm going to keep it moving. But now all of a sudden, I can't think of, I don't know what his name is, but now he's the bad guy because he used curse words. Like, what are we talking about? See what I'm saying? The black community is all just jacked up, bro. So once again, in the black community, so-called women, you can do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, whenever you want to do it. That's okay. But when I go to correct you, then I'm the bad guy. How does that? How is one going to build in a community where everything is backwards? So you can do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, whenever you want to do it, and I don't say nothing. I'm just gonna sit there and like you a big retard, like you like not gonna retard. Forgive me, like you some type of like you got some type of autism. Like I don't understand. Like I'm gonna treat you like you on a short yellow bus. Oh, that's just what they do. No, sister, that's not what you do. I'm not gonna treat you like you have a deficiency. I'm gonna treat you like a human being. If I see something that's not that's making you look bad, then I'm gonna come. I should be able to come talk to you. Because if I was out here acting like a fool, once again, I would want somebody to come talk to me. Why would I have an attitude? Hey, brother, yo, you out of pocket right now, dude. You out here looking kind of silly right now, bro. You shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be touching the women, or you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing. Hey, brother, don't do that, brother. You know what I'm saying? I understand you're an individual, but bro, you're making us look bad, brother. Please don't do that. I would want somebody to correct me if I'm out here acting all types of belligerent, acting all types of silly. I don't understand what the problem is. But since he used some curse words and now he's the bad guy, like, what, really? So once again, so-called American black man can't say nothing to you so-called sisters, nothing. So we just supposed to shut the F up like I said, we supposed to shut the F up like our fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers did, because this is what they did to my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, and my grandmother and my mother, because they shut the F up and went along with the program, and I'm supposed to do the same thing? Nah, man, you got a whole new man. Like I said, I don't think you women ready for these type of brothers. You got brothers with standards now. You got brothers that's tired of the nonsense now. You got brothers that's out here that's going to build. Brothers are building now. So all this, oh, we ain't building. Listen, them days is over. Listen, brothers is going to build. Brothers going to establish their own communities, everything. Listen, you're not going to bring that blackity black booty butt cheeks and all that other boondocks nonsense into my place. If I built this, and you're not coming with the blackity black stuff, you're not coming with the niggified stuff, I'm sorry. You're not going to come to a place it's something that I built. Took my time, it took my effort, and I did this, and you know what I'm saying? And my people came together and we established this, and you going to come in with the nigga attitude? And you just going to do what you want to do? It's like ladies, you in for a rude awakening. You dealing with a whole new, you dealing with new brothers. You dealing with a whole new spirit. You dealing with a whole new spirit of man. Like I said, all them between 68 and 2020, them 52 years, sisters, you got a millennial man. You got a reset man. Brothers are bringing standards back, man. It's a brand new, it's a new day. And it's gonna listen, there's gonna be a lot of that coming now. A lot of brothers standing up now. A lot of brothers, first you're gonna see a lot of brothers building now, and you're gonna see a lot of brothers establishing standards now. So all that stuff you did for the last 50-something years, them days is done. Them days is done. I'm just gonna be honest with you, sisters. Them days is done. So listen, I commend the brother, like I said, for establishing a standard, and like I said, willing to actually correct the sisters on the spot. And actually, like I said, this brother, his dissertation was wonderful. Like, he broke down why he was saying what he was saying, so he didn't come off like some type of a-hole. Once again, he broke it down why he was saying what he was saying. Why do we have a problem with that? Like, he broke it down to the T. Sisters, I don't want you out here looking crazy. Once again, if you want to twerk, you go to this place, you can go to that place, but you're not going to do that here. And that is his right for somebody to correct you. Once again, he's the leader of his establishment. He has his sons, he has his children that work with him. It's up to him to set the example as a man is supposed to do. See, when a man in a house, then it's correction, then it's discipline that comes with that. That's what men do. We discipline. But when you take the man out the house, then you can do whatever you want to do. Once again, sister, I'm telling you right now, them days is over, man. Brothers have standards, and they're gonna build now. So all this stuff you was doing for the last 52 years, sisters, them days, listen, you can give them days a wave, because the standards coming back. The builders are coming back. Like I said, we're gonna have class. We're gonna be classy people again. We're gonna have decorum. Once again, none of that nigga stuff. That's over with. But anyways, man, I've been rambling. Like I said, fellas, standards. You know what I'm saying? All that I said was basically just have a standard. That brother has a standard. Establish your standard. You should have a standard for your life. And once you have an established standard for your life, then you place that standard wherever you whatever you are dealing with, place that standard on that. Because then people ain't gonna walk all over you. People just ain't gonna come in, hey, what's up, dude? Oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna come in and do it. Nah. You don't kick your feet up. You don't do that. You don't smoke weed. We ain't doing none of that. Because you know why, fellas? You establish a standard for yourself first. Then you place that standard on whatever you are working in. All right. Like I said, I salute to that brother once again. Ladies, I'm just gonna be honest with you. That right there is probably gonna be the new norm now. Because brothers gonna have standard. Brothers are gonna stand up. Brothers got backbones now. I don't know if y'all ready for it, but it's here and it's happening now. It's here and it's happening now. But anyways, you guys like, share, and subscribe once again, fellas. Establish a standard and people won't walk all over you. Peace.